shorty come start to see you. I'm missing out on my time to see you. And my love is too bad to feel you. I'm missing out, cause I know I gotta see you. Cause you know I gotta know. Yes, yeah. I get so weak, now that I'm terminating for free. Now it's coming straight like you want me. Baby, come and tell me if you love me. No, I got my time, it's hard to trust me. Baby, come and tell me if you love me. I can spend time putting on me on the weekend. All up in the club, now the money got me feeling. I can spend time off the coupe, I got the keys. Now I feel the love on 25 out in the feeling. I'm a shorty, come start to see you. I'm missing out on my time to see you. And my love is too bad to feel you. I'm missing out, cause I know I gotta see you. Baby, I've been loving you, don't know why. It's all on the walk, no lie. Yeah, I'm seeing my love, don't lie. They won't follow, baby, I've been loving you, don't know why. It's all on the walk, no lie. Yeah, I'm seeing my love, don't lie. They won't follow. I'm spending time putting on me on the weekend. I'm up in the club, now the money got me feeling. I'm spending time off the coupe, I got the keys. I'm a feel the love on 25 out in the feeling. I'm a shorty, come start to see you. I'm missing out on my time to see you. And my love is too bad to feel you. I'm missing out, cause I know I gotta see you.
It's funny you should say that because I didn't eat Brenos very often. I bought two of them before when I was in the shop.
When you're drunk and you're watching your friends get
Was that
beat
one? I
up
was like, I
by
haven't
the
had one of these
police,
in a while.
sometimes you take matters into your own hand. And
We've got
so I
some
got to
cool
spend
stuff
the night
I'm
the
working on at the
carriage
moment.
shop,
That's what I'm
getting
doing. Literally
thrown
just
into
fucking
the
put
paddy
everything on,
wagon.
so
There
doing
are
shit in a
no
minute.
seats.
Have a
There's
joint
no
and
place
fucking
to
get my
sit
brain
in the
working.
paddy wagon.
But we're gonna have full steels in here.
Hit the brakes every
We're in the process of
50
working out
yards or
which
what
way
have
we're
you.
doing it.
Everybody ends up piling on the
For
floor.
instance, if somebody steals your player-owned vehicle, they're going to be able to sell the cunt. They're going to be able to keep it. That's their choice. Whether they take it to the destination or keep it, that I'm going to have to tune, but that's easily done. Where's my fucking audio come through? Exactly. But the other thing we're thinking of doing, because Buddy was on about, he says he could see a lot of people pissed off when they lost their shit, is we'll have insurance in the city somewhere. There's insurance scripts I've already found. So, if your car's insured and you've had it stolen, you'll be able to get either, like, we're thinking either money or replacement vehicle. One of the two. That one we'll have to have a little think on. But it's just the fact that you can actually steal somebody's fucking vehicle properly. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you can have both options. It was just we were thinking if it was a case of, how do I put it? Because if somebody decides to keep the car, then I guess it would have to be insurance because the car from database will go onto theirs, if that makes sense. But we can do it where you get, because you'll not obviously get 100% depending on which insurance type you've got, because the insurance script I was looking at, you can have like standard cover, like a bit more comprehensive cover, and then like your premium cover. Obviously premium cover I imagine would replace all funds, and then so I don't know, maybe the normal cover gives you 60-70%, the standard cover gives you 50, something along them lines.
Say you buy it for 30k.
Yeah.
The more mileage you put on that house is going to devalue. So when you try to go on insurance, the insurance will give you to the value of that vehicle. Now, as you know, you buy a more 30k, the insurance might only give you 10k back because it's what the value of the more actual is. But I don't know if the script will be that. Nicky
That's something we could easily do in any case because the other script's customizable for the insurance, and he's wanting all these vehicles to. We want to keep the economy as realistic as possible.
Got you. Okay.
Because yeah, it is an American city, not UK like normal. But to be honest with you, in my past experience, I've normally found more the American cities had more to offer and fun. The only fucking difference was the police and the money. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
And the Americans have a lot better structure for their police, everything else. The chain of command seems to work a lot fucking better for them.
I'm with you.
Like Americans are very proud with their chain of command, so it works very well that way, I think. At least in my opinion, from where I've played, I've normally noticed like an American fucking PCSO is going to act like an American PCSO. An American sergeant will act like a sergeant. Unlike our lot, where a fucking PCSO is acting like he's the fucking sergeant, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Look at the side menu in the Discord, and unless I've not seen it, there's nothing actually saying whitelisted to apply for.
Hmm?
But you can't apply for whitelist.
Oh, we haven't done the. I don't think he's put the whole apply thing on yet because he hasn't fully opened, if that makes sense.
So, if I was to try and join right now, connection failed.
Because I'll need to get him to whitelist you.
Yeah, okay.
I'll message him actually, but I know he'll not be on for a while because he'll be at work. He's 6 hours behind us.
You don't have the terms, no?
I've got perms, but I can't remember. I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember how the fuck to whitelist you off the top of my head. Because I don't know if that's a Discord perm, which I don't have. Which I'm assuming it would be. Although saying that, I'll check TX on here and see if it pops you up. Yeah, it's TX admin. And so I'll see if it shows me you trying to connect. Connecting here. Right, how could I find? See, but they're changing this. Oh wait, whitelist. Oh, I can do it. Give me a minute for my brain to thought. It's TX, isn't it? Fucking, what about end? If I log into that, I can do it that way.
How many folks you have on in the server?
Well, to be honest with you, he has literally one guy who's dedicated to his server who he give the permissions just to sit and play. And he pretty much put it whitelist so nobody else could jump in while he was developing it because he's like me, he's overcritical of his own work, if that makes sense. Like, he was a bit nervous to show me, and I was like, dude, you've got to remember when I know what GT is like. And he's like, well, we're on a small server. I went, I've only bought a cheap one from Zap at the moment while I'm developing. I went, that's what everybody does, don't worry. I was trying to explain to him, I went, you don't need to be embarrassed when it comes to GTA. I went, because at the end of the day, I went, you can be a really good fucking dev and things go wrong. And just because something isn't working perfect, I'm not going to take it over, oh, he's not doing his job properly.
Everybody sort of critique on it is how you improve.
Mm.
You know, it's a hard one. You want to be the best, fine, but you can't be the best without critiques, criticising it, and letting you know where it could be better. Just because your eyes are saying, right, okay, that's fine. When you chuck 30 players say that one thing, it might not work. So sometimes you just got to open arms and suck it up.
Why is that just done that? Copy. that is right. Here's that there. Do this. That'll be why the little pin also was trying to do the register thing.
Sorry, that again.
I was just laughing at this because I was typing me fucking information in the wrong place. I was typing it into register instead of login. I'm like, what the fuck? GD. Ooh, I've got- Ah. Do you know how to get your Discord identifier or your 5M identifiers? If you go out to Steam, not a problem, I'm just trying to remember exactly the place to get it as well. I think it's account details.
Oh, is that account details, that?
It should be your Steam ID. That doesn't work. I can search your hex up for GTA, but it's usually just the Steam ID, does it? Cool.
Too many fucking numbers for me to spiel it.
I get that. It's gonna make me type it, isn't it? Right, I need to do it for the hex way, because that identifies it. Use the hex finder to find audio. Search. It should be that. I have to take this in manual, it's a being a pain in the bitch. Because every time I type something in, I've got to re-click on it to enter the next letter or number, and I don't know why it's doing that.
So, let's
Yo. Ah, just the man I needed. Fuck you. This is one of my friends. Oh no, where the fuck Hayden just went there. Yeah. Right, fix that. There we go. Oh, I think you turned his PC off. I thought you turned your PC off there. Well, to put it bluntly, the lad who was in here as well as a lad that used to staff in an old city with us. And pretty much got to the same place as me, bro. Got sick of fucking all the bullshit. Funny enough, I've just found out he was telling us before the old owner that I used to work with had had a lot of issues.
It's an understatement.
It doesn't fucking surprise us though.
So, what country and Gordon does it post?
Well, do you want me to tell you something that may be very interesting? You can ask, I think it was John. I'll go and have a look who I told. Do you want to know the other reason I stopped working for Aldo? And I know it's got nothing to do with me, but you know when someone shares their screen and they go to pay for a script and they've got about 20 different credit cards and they're all different names and different addresses? That was when alarm bells went off for me, and when he used to sit there on live saying he used to be a very well-known fucking fraudster and he's been to jail for it, etc. I put two and two together at one point. Because I was talking to Broken Man about it, and Broken Man went, "What?" I went, "Yeah," I went, "It was on stream, bro." I went, "He was literally streaming at the fucking time." I went, "Because he know how fast to pull his shit off." And I went, "Why have you got so many cards?" Because like I didn't want to look, do you know what I mean? But it was one of them things as you pulled stuff up on other monitor, I glanced and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Well, that was it, and there was all these autofills of data under different fucking names, and they're all different names, and that instantly it hit me in the head. I thought, you've been buying card details, you've been deetzing, and that's how you're paying for the server.
Right. But then is that the case? I wonder if that could be the case of why he's shit sorted. Without caught.
He's probably been caught, and anything that he's paid for to people, there'll been chargebacks put in from the bank. So CFX will lock his account down, they'll turn around as soon as they notice the chargebacks, and they've got like developers coming to them saying, I've had chargebacks for like all of these scripts this guy's owned. Not think loads of people have done that before, they just close the accounts down. That'll be why he's saying he's lost everything, because he has lost everything. But he doesn't want to admit how he's lost everything, I believe. I could be wrong, but that's just circumstantial.
It's better just to turn the temperature up on it.
Alright, let's see if that resource is actually starting today. I've got a feeling it won't, and the file name will need changed.
Just so you know, here in a minute, I'm going to be restarting the share rare.
Not a problem. Another one you might like, bro, is Bitcoin in here changes to the actual price. He's got a script that runs so Bitcoin's going to be usable, not explain how, but Bitcoin is actually going to be a thing, and it's going to beat the real life trading prices.
Yeah. 5 minutes, it updates to whatever the real life price is. So, like, if you're not in the server and you've got money in the Bitcoin, you can actually watch it IRL and actually know what the fuck it's going for.
Same as me, because I've got apps on my phone.
USD price, though. I just think.
Same as I got somebody else messages earlier, and he said he has thousands of cars, didn't want anything for them because I used to play with him, he's a good lad. He turned around and went, if we need any debadged cars, etc., he's got thousands, just, he went, when he's available, he'll try and jump on the Discord, have a chat with you and show you. Which I thought was a nice offer, do you know what I mean? Because normally, you know, most people's like when they've got shit like that.
Digging into them and taking a look at them and stuff. Because I still want to look at each individual.
Aye. Well, this lad is a car developer specifically, so any files he'll have, handling will be correct, everything will be correct on them.
Well, even car developers fuck up there.
Oh, definitely, I agree with you. But he's like me, he's OCD. Or like yourself, a bit overcritical of his own work, so he doesn't like to put anything out that isn't perfect.
Yeah.
Because you know what this community is like, they'll find ways to poke holes and stuff, they always do. I'm gonna make it.
So what I've done for the month is a subscription to Jackson stuff, so that way we can test all of the scripts out that we want.
Yeah.
And then once we actually buy, I'll purchase them permanently.
And then just get rid of the ones that which it's best to test things like that as well, to be honest with you, because you could see something that we could both really like the look of. I've had it loads, get the script and then realise that it isn't really compatible to the server, or other scripts in there are conflicting.
Yeah.
So sometimes it is better just to test something and then go, yeah, we need a different version.
I just figured this was good because, like, if you were interested in the missions creator, I was interested in the robberies creator. It looked like it's a long list since last time I looked at it. And then I figured shops creator would be interested in check out because you can set up buy points and sell points and set up a pawn shop with it.
That's perfect. The I'll do that in a bit as well. I found a pawn shop last night. I also found fuckloads of MLOs, but unfortunately they were QB cores. But I just put them on my Tebex because they were free.
Well,
I don't know. You can test them if you want, but I know where everything changed, and that's why I got confused. Because as far as I'm aware, QB core. It's just the YMAP data and the metadata, so it confused me, but it's what it said on it. One or two of them might, because I think one was a pawn shop. In fact, that might be what it is. I think there was scripts attached to some of them because they were useful things. I'll have to go back and have a look because it was like 6 o'clock in the morning and my brain was farting. I couldn't get into the server because I was waiting for it to reset. But I know what I've done wrong. I instantly knew what I'd done wrong. It's because one of the files on the end has main on it. And I believe it wasn't using the UI it wanted to use because it was searching for a file that didn't exist. Well, it did exist, just under a different name. And when I changed the name and didn't reset the server, obviously the server fucking was trying to read that file and was like, nope. Right, I'll quickly smoke this. Here's a laugh for your smoke. Pardon me. Long story short. Fuck me. As you know, I buy a lot of my weed online. I went with a company who ripped a lot of people off in the UK. I was one of the people, I'll proudly say this, who hacked said company and took their Telegram and their website down. They owed me £300 and kept refusing to give me a voucher to get my products, etc. Stupidly though, when I re-added them on another Telegram and was discussing it because they blocked us, one of their dudes gave us a £50 voucher to use on their site while it was being looked into. And then funny again, they blocked us again. So ordered me shit to come to my mum's address because they'd blocked my address. So I went up, goes to pick that up the day. And stand in the kitchen as I looked at them, like, yeah, cool, put that away. My little brother comes in who's 10-year-old and he's got ADHD and autism. And he's got another friend with him, fucking massive laddie, and he's only 11-year-old. I thought he was about 14, 15, I still think he fucking is. But whatever, he's hanging around my little brother talking and that. My mum asked him, so went, oh, so who's your parents? You know, as you do. And bless him, he turned around, he's like, oh, I live in the kids' home. And he turned around, my mum was like, oh, I'm related to a lad up the street that my mum knows. I'm his nephew or blah, blah, blah. She was like, all right. Then my mum 2 minutes later, paranoid hell, was looking at me and she was like, he can't be from the kids' home because they're not allowed out. And I started laughing, I went, ma'am. And you see half the kids that stood around here smoking weed on the street corners or hanging around the bus stop. But when you do realise, not a majority of them, I went, but you go down, I went, 1 out of 10 of them will be from the fucking kids' home. I went, it's a 50-50 with the kids' home. I went, I don't want to sound weird or anything. I went, but they're either absolute little angels, and butter wouldn't melt in their mouth. I went, oh, they're absolute little shits. I went, and they're doing absolutely anything and everything. And my mum went and asked Nathan. He wasn't related to Nathan at all. She comes back and she's like, he could be missing. I was like, ma'am. I went, you're being paranoid. I went, he's blatantly just a lad from the fucking children's home. I went, and you probably find most people aren't letting them in their house when they realise he's from the children's home and he's not related to anybody around here because they're scared in case he ends up stealing out like that. I went, so what he's doing is telling people he's related to people that's close to you, so you trust him. I went, you can tell that. I went, I didn't think he's going to steal or anything. I went, he seems a really well-mannered laddie. I went, but it could happen. I went, but I wouldn't be that paranoid to be starting fucking putting posts up on Facebook saying, has anybody seen this laddie, etc. I went, because you'll end up getting the poor bugger in trouble. I went, at the end of the day, I went, he's not like he's doing what the other laddies from the home are. He's not standing there smoking fucking weed and smashing half the town up, is he?
Not just that, it's only want to consult him, but then you swing grass him up, then he's not going to fucking come back to you.
Exactly, and he's not going to want to go up this end as much, do you know what I mean, or play with the decent laddies that's about. He'll start hanging, like, knocking around with the little shits now that they're getting away with it.
That's it.
Exactly.
So, I guess it's a good thing that you went straight to the program that I went to FileZilla. It's like Jackson. He specifically says do not use FileZilla to upload files, otherwise the script will not work. Use WinSUP instead.
Well, that's the one, you know, when I was on about it the other day, there's one out of two that's a problem. It's FileZilla, you've just reminded us. FileZilla does not always upload 100% of the data. So you'll be sitting there thinking you've got all the file in, what's wrong? And you go through a script and then notice that half of the fucking script's actually missing. Or blank. Like half fucking blank, and then the next half of it's there and you'll be like, how's that possible? And it's literally because the data was missing as it transferred through.
No, that's funny, is I've never, ever used FileZilla. I just went straight to WinSCP, not for any specific reason. It was just the first one I downloaded.
Aye.
Where the fuck did that put my motherfucking cigarettes?
I've just noticed the failed RP the other day where we were fucking about GTA driving and fucking failed RP will not be tolerated. Metagaming. Fuck's sake.
Oh, or something.
I was just looking at the history on the TX admin there.
It's me fucking with people. So shut up. These guys haven't seen that shit before.
Yeah.
But it's like playing on other people's servers. We ain't doing shit that needs to be give us a warning. So, but if
Oh.
you can, now sometimes I'll fuck with them because the warning screen, it covers the whole fucking screen.
Do I need to send you his Discord identifiers to whitelist him as well? Because that completely escaped my mind while I was on.
He just has to join the Discord, and then I gotta give him the role. That's it.
Oh, right, well, he's already in the Discord because I given that earlier. So I put a post in my general saying, like, to any of the lads, if you're interested in City again, etc. I'm back developing a city, blah, blah, blah. I put, just to let you know, I've joined a group of lads at GTA City. I'm back deving again, so if you're looking for a new city with care and passion, hit us up. And then I'll get a few messages off people being like, huh?
Let's see here.
You're resetting the server in a minute, so I'm probably about to break it, buddy, because I'm going to rename this file.
So I gotta get all the scripts installed and included. So
Not a problem.
he is officially whitelisted. Cheers. Then you sabotage. I am giving you developer roles, which should give you access to editing roles in the Discord. So if there's somebody that you invite, you can actually straight just whitelist them.
Right. Because obviously I won't ask your permission at the same
Trust
time,
that
but...
whoever you bring in is going that you're looking to immediately give access to. I trust that
They'd only be sensible people.
Yeah.
Like Hayden, for instance, here I've morning.
Somebody that's watching your stream, don't whitelist them and let them join in.
Oh, yeah, anybody, if I put it up on stream like the other night, that's why I just give them the Discord so they can join in. That's why I said, what was... fucking brain farting. Basically turned around and said the up and coming city, join the Discord, etc. It'll be opening soon. Just busy sorting stuff, as you can see.
And once we're done developing a server, like I had said during your stream, this way you know what to tell people too. For the first 2 weeks of us going into full release, we are completely open to the public.
Yeah.
Because I want to stress test the server. So whitelisting will be turned off temporarily.
Because at least
And
with the
then after
whitelisted,
that,
you're not going to have
anybody
wizards
that
dropping
played
in
on
all
that
over.
server during those 2 weeks, they're gonna have priority when applying for whitelisting. And I'll be able to tell if they played in the server because TX admin tracks all that shit, so I'll know if they're learning.
So I was just messaging me pal because he's probably guy's looking for some decent wheat, and I was like, look, I'll sort you near for my stuff.
Also, don't be afraid of like lower slot limits on a lower slot limit while we're developing it, because there's no sense in spending hundreds of dollars a month on a server.
That's what I was saying to him before. There's no point we're having specs coming out our arsehole that we're not using.
Yeah.
Fair enough, I think, to be honest, like I was saying the other day, I do think that it'd be best to email Zap as soon as possible and ask him to migrate it, just to try and get rid of this.
Actually, currently sit and wait and tell them when I'm ready for them to migrate. So the minute so
Mm-hmm.
again, they're immediately they'll migrate. So I just gotta wait till this weekend so I can set the server back up.
What was the downtime for it migrating?
This is going to take quite a few hours because I'm backing up the entire server to my external hard drive, so the writing speed is going to be slow.
Ah, right, I was going to say it shouldn't take too long, but if your hard drive's not crazy fast, then that would...
Yeah, so it ain't going to be fast.
You'd be shocked though, bro.
It's just a Western Digital Gaming 5 terabyte.
There you go.
external
That's,
hard
trust me,
drive.
that ain't going to be slow. It's a Western Digital. It'll be taking at least a half a gig a fucking second or something stupid. Its write speeds will be in between 5 to 7,000. I could be wrong, but that would just be my guess. It'd be 5 to 7,000
Well,
write speed.
It was one of the ones.
Doesn't matter how do I put it. It might have been made for Xbox, but you're going to reformat in any case, I'm sure. And them hard drives can be pulled out and put into anything, skyboxes, fucking PCs, you name it.
Yeah, my main drive is Western Digital, but like I trust Western Digital, but I know that my external's not a very fast write speed. Like if I had it, like if I opened up the case and put it in my PC, it'd be a little quicker. But
The Seagate have always been a solid hard drive brand. They're always up there. It's just in the recent years, as M.2 became more prevalent, it was more Samsung. And that's just because people prefer Samsung chips.
it's up to if they do have a slot on my motherboard for it. It's just I haven't had the money for it like recently. The hard drives that I've gotten recently were on clearance, so.
Should just do what I done at first. Don't go out there and go get like a Corsair or a fucking Samsung one. Go get a cheap gigabyte one for like, for you it'll be like $40-50. But just get a half a gig one. Put the main stuff like your game, etc. that you want to run through that on there.
So I'm looking to the NVMe specifically for
On fucking hell.
space. So I have a lot of games installed.
Also, check your Windows, because I've noticed this with a lot of lads, but I know you're not daft. Just check your Windows to make sure you haven't got Windows old files, because you'd be amazed how there could be a couple of 100 gig of fucking bullshit on your PC.
So the NVMe is I play Starfield. Like
I stopped playing it for that reason.
My drive's not fucking 100% every 2 seconds.
Oh, it's not Starfield I'm thinking of, sorry, Star Citizen is what I thought you meant there. My bad.
Citizen as well, but I
Really?
Bought it for kids. He wanted me to play it with them. So
Do you want to hear something that'll make you probably puke and never want to play the game again? I borrowed my friend's account. I was going to buy it, but he was like, look, I just use my account, borrow my account and try it before you buy it because I don't think you're going to like it. He went, I think you'll like the premise of it. He went, but I think in the long run you'll not. Like, right, fair dues, thank you, I'll try that. I borrowed his account. I'd been on the second day and somebody gave me, I think it was 100 million. I had players when people realised the money that I had, because I was talking to other people and shit and just giving money away because I had that much fucking money. I had players coming up into my stream, everything begging us for fucking money. They were like, how you got that much money? It's like some dude just gave us it. They were like, what? And when some dude realised I was new to the game, I was talking, he was pretty chilled, and he turned around and was like, oh yeah, I'll give you some money. And then I seen the amount of zeros and was like, whoa.
they put server wipe. They accidentally gave it to. So like I had just started the game just before the wipe, and they really should have only gave me like maybe 100K, and I had millions.
Fuck's sake. At the time it happened to me, the only thing that was a gut now, because I said to my friend, I was like, do you want to go half us and we'll sell the money? And he was like, what? And I told him what had happened, and even he freaked out. He was like, do you know how much that money can be worth at times? I was like, not really. I want, and that can have a little value. He was like, no. It's like 1 million could be worth like 1,000, 5,000. He went, it sounds crazy. He went, but the money in here is worth big money to some people at times. I was like, okay. And he checked into it, and the economy was that down at the time. He was like, it's a couple of $100. He went, but it wouldn't be worth selling. I went, just keep hold of it for the moment. So we gave loads of people money and shit and kept his account with like 25 mil or some shit like that. But he hasn't touched it since, but I've told him that to just like keep it until the economy's fucking crazy again and then try and cash in on it. Because there was literally websites you could sell your money on.
Yeah.
I was like, cash in on that shit, bro. That's a payday for you. Sort of like Bitcoin in a way, though, isn't it? Because the price at some point will jump back up when the game economy's back more normal. Now these breaks or whatever that was happening at the time aren't happening. But then you've got the problem, they're going to wipe everybody's money because of that. Which is what me and him were on about. Because you could have went on and all of a sudden all them millions are gone because of being like, nah, too many people had too much money.
Yeah, what they did when they fucked up with giving people money after the wipe is they started going and clearing people's accounts and what bunch of shit before they could wipe mine.
They've done the same, bro.
I was like, fuck you, you've been taking my money. Okay. It's supposed to. So we might have to do 2 restarts, just so you're aware, because Jackson is reference I'm supposed to do for the ACE identifier, or the ACE permission. So I can put it in what that's what I think it would be. If it's wrong, I'll have to fix it.
Not a problem, dude. I've just changed the name of that file as well. I'm surprised the server hasn't shut itself yet, but I haven't tried to restart that script, so that could possibly be why. But it's because it was looking for PSUI main. Well, PSUI, and it had PSUI main on it, but that's how I crashed the whole server yesterday. Like, literally, if I restarted the resource now, it would do it. But I think it's because it's a UI, if you know what I mean. But you need that UI because when I was looking into it, we need it for all the hacking fucking mini games and everything. Which I believe one of these already has the hacking mini game and all that shit in it, but I could be wrong. No, I'll have a look through the dependencies. I just know last night that PSUI was one, and what a bitch it was to fucking find. It was on the developer's Discord and even mentioned that it was a dependency, but there was no link for it. I had to search all the way through his repositories to eventually fucking find it. And I was like, yeah, clever dev. Not put the link on the page, but tell people it's needed. Some of them on GitHub annoy me like that because I get they're doing free work, but you're trying to get your name out there. Don't be lazy with stupid shit. Or when I see people spelling witch, and yeah, I'm autistic, so sometimes my brain switches off, but you don't spell witch, W-I-C-H. Do you know what I mean?
No, to be fair, I sometimes spell it like that.
I think we all do it at some point, but when you're a developer, you'd be spell checking your shit, bro.
No,
It's going to tell you lots of little words.
You'd have somebody to go through.
We're not even having someone to go through. Your computer can do it. You right click it and it'll tell you, it'll give you an alternative of 3 or 4 the right way spelled. Because funny enough, people spelling that, computers know that that is an accident straight away with spell check.
Aye.
It's like a common one, isn't it? Right, I'm going to hit this little mini dab up for reclaim before it decides to drop on my desk as usual. It was happening yesterday. I was talking to a buddy here while we're fucking, while I was putting scripts and stuff and I'm fucking about. Trying to have my dab and work at the same time and look at loads of code, and then I kept looking back and I hit the fucking one point, I hit plop. I was like, looked and there's this big bit of reclaim. I was like, oh, that just heard this sound like a shit just hit my desk. Funny enough, I've just seen that Josh Mack before.
Are you?
Turned around, put his hand in his pocket, he was like, yeah, and pulled the 5 out of yours. I went, just keep it, mate. Even though I'm skint, I went, just keep it. He was like, eh? I went, mate, at the end of the day, I went, you only pissed us off that point. I went, because I had the fucking pen. I went, you were supposed to drop the money off your orders.
Yeah,
I went,
no,
it wasn't for me. I went, it was for the band account, the fucking shop.
This makes a lot more sense now. How long ago was this?
About a month ago or so. He's
No,
been
that
riding us for a
you've
while.
just seen him.
I just seen him about fucking 2-3 hours ago.
Because he owed me 15, but he tried saying he only owed us a tenner. So I'm wondering if that 5 remaining was to try and pay you off.
Possibly. It's a good fucking chance. But no, I just told him, just fucking keep it, mate. I think he was shocked. I was like, I'm not stressing for a 5. I needed money. I went, I would have got on and that's how I would have went and gone by with it. He's looking at us a bit of the daft because he's got the bed, and I went, look, I'm not going to go on daft and he's got bed and shit. I went, it's just fucking, I went, I would bother them.
Yeah.
He started laughing and sorry, yeah. I was like, it's alright, didn't apologise. So just keep the 5 up. At the end of the day, I went and got us a fucking ounce and went through the town and everything, collars and half when I was fucking killers, so.
Did he?
The stuff I gave you, that's lemon cherry gelato. What do you think that came from? It's $2.20 an ounce.
Said that was medical.
Not the lemon cherry gelato I had.
Oh no, wait. Well, what lemon cherry stuff did I have that was medical?
It wasn't medical, and that's how you've gotten confused because it was in the medical tub at the fucking time. Definitely wouldn't have told you it's medical, you know what I mean?
No, you told me it was medical. It cost you $1.80 an ounce.
$2.20 an ounce. Unless you remember, as I've been discussing all the medical stuff in the fucking pots.
Nobody knows.
Even then, I'm trying to think what I've been buying it with 180s. No, that was $2.20 on film.
I'm sure Jason.
Well, I just got one.
I could have swore that fucking lemon cherry gelato was medical because not long after you gave us it, he gave us some lemon cherry gelato as well. But it was. Like,
No, that wasn't
what?
medical, that mate. That was fucking $2.20 an ounce stuff. That was the only reason I said like 10 a gram on it because.
That's what it would usually be.
Aye. And I wouldn't normally pay fucking $2.20 for an ounce or something.
Well, you might be interested in some of the stuff that I might be landing in sometime. Well, not soon, but like within like a fortnight's time or something.
There's a chance, but I'm not paid for a good few weeks, me, but I get paid next week. I've got to pay for my fucking bills and everything and then do the order. I'm hoping next week all the dab's cheap, so I save a bit of money.
I mean, there's gotta be fucking plenty there. This is all as long as me mate doesn't get killed. Because there's like a 50-50 chance you actually get the weed or you'll just get kidnapped and like sent away like or something.
Why would you and your friends fucking running for someone?
He's been in the game for a few years, but he hasn't ran for anyone. Like, it's all been off his own back. It's just the lad he's getting it off. He's very dodgy,
That sounds like the tricky situation.
and it's the fact he's offered it on tick as
Isn't
well.
that tricky?
Tricky.
It lives up the top there.
I've heard the name before. Yeah.
Well, he was selling weed. He fucking obviously asked me. He's been done from the town. He's like, "You got your contacts, or have you not got contacts? I'm be fucking bummed." Then why? Anybody who can put us on and help us out till I get on my feet. I was like, I want but these sort of people. I only want you to stay with who I tell you to talk to.
Mhm.
Don't go to other people around them places, because other people will jump up and be like, "Oh, I can help you," blah blah blah. And stay with the people I tell you to go to.
The
He
same
didn't
people.
fucking listen. He started running around with the Kurdish instead, the Kurdish mafia.
Who the fuck's the Kurdish?
Google Operation Sanctuary, half of them were on there.
Aye.
Put it bluntly, mate, most of them got locked up as being nonsense.
Oh. Okay. Oh wait.
Most of them are fucking drug dealers, etc. That were basically what they were
What
doing
was it, like
sounds
a
disgusting.
Drug dealing, paedophile or something.
Basically exactly that, mate.
Oh.
Hence why I told them to stay away from them. I went,
Yeah.
they are touchable, I went, but not to be rude.
Yeah,
I went,
very
me and you,
touchable.
we can't slash our face open. I went, we'll just pay some 20 kids to come slash our faces open.
Aye.
And I've had trouble with them in the past. I know them very well. I went, I've had that situation where I've dropped one of them and I've had 10 other people to fucking deal with because of it.
Aye.
And
That was an ashtray.
you've got to be careful with them sort of people. Found out. What do you want?
Ashtray, aye, please. How is that? Ashtray is somehow like 10 times lighter than that one.
Because that one's a different type of glass altogether.
Like, I've nearly just done the same thing as I've done with that bike park, nearly just fucking flung it into me.
Fucking chest. But basically, long story short, I went up the gun there with him to go and collect a load of bits and bobs. Walked into the roost, realised who the people are, and one of the lads even in that's tricky in that. Walked up and shook my hand, went, "How you doing?" And I'm doing alright. Someone I had Rick with, mate.
Aye.
And I looked at Tricky and Nick McKay and all them up, and I shook my head as it say,
Oh,
"No
War Nick
go."
was there.
Aye. Nick will remember, mate.
War Nick's nice, I like
With
him.
20 minutes down the line, I made an excuse because they fucked off to do whatever. And I didn't feel easy sitting in this flat, and this kid kept sitting next to us. There was a dog kept jumping up on his husky thing. I was stroking it, and he was trying to get closer and closer, and he kept putting his fucking hand in his pocket and closer. And I thought, "You've got a knife in your pocket now. What you
in
doing?"
your chest, that.
Aye. Put it this way: this on my little brother's lives. I walked to the front door when I made an excuse of saying I needed a drink, and I got the car keys off fucking Ryan.
Ryan.
So with Ryan, in any case,
I'm ready to restart.
not a problem, dude. I'm still, I'm just having a quick chat. So,
Okay.
asked Ryan for the keys, I get Ryan's keys, I goes to the front door, and this kid was about to open the door for us, and then stood back, mate. So, say that's the door.
Aye.
He went to go open the door and then just stood there and give us about that much room. Wanted me to open the door so he could just shoot the neck, I'm not stupid. So, just say the door's here. I walked up random like that. Just put my hand behind my back and opened the door. Opened the door thing the whole time. He knew 'cause I was face to face with him.
He knew you knew what was going on in our.
Aye, but he's not game enough because to not sound big headed enough, and he's here. I am a bit useless cunt at times. When he used to see me years ago was when I was full of fucking steroids and a little idiot wearing arms off. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
And he's seen us new and he's not too sure.
He's where of you.
Exactly, so that's why I figured out the door like that. I got in the corner, sat in the corner, was like, just let them know, I'll just chill until they come out. As soon as they came, we don't want trick. I was like, yeah, you need to get the fuck away from them. You know what? Did you not know this next thing with the situation? They went white, I was like, I was about to get stabbed there. I went, I will not be going anywhere near any of them any again. And then weeks later, he just went downhill, started sniffing fucking coke, arguing with me, just turning into a prick. And that's why I stopped hanging with him a lot. Where I stopped hanging with him a lot at the top end because he just went downhill and like everybody around him sort of got hard with the same brush.
Aye.
And I had people that were like, they'd treat him like a little divvy, you know, they're like up the top end shooting him and insults and that, and they'd start trying to date with me. And
That's how the top end's good for just throwing insults.
with it, it's weird up that way because when I lived at my mother's, a lot of people would be like that constantly and try and be funny. And I'd sit there and take it because I lived at my mother's, and then if I jumped up and started smashing them all over the house, my mother can't offer. There's a chance I'd get kicked in the bum and start.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Which is near fucking good.
Not when you've got no one to fucking run to you at the gantry, so
Aye.
to say.
So assume
And
the
then
closest folk you got what arm boot.
Well, no, I've got no one new. I'll, to put it bluntly, not the sound aside, cunt. Me nana, I was homeless, mate. There'd been arguments with my mother's and I'd end up sitting to go to the lad and the coppers had basically said, can I come back there? The copper was nice enough to take us all the way down to Nana's and say, look, can you not stay here? And my nana was like, oh no, I've got this rest in the next couple of days. You have to go sleep on the beach, she's got a tent. Aye. And even the copper stood there gobsmacked and went, could you not put it up in your garden or something? You've got enough room. And she was like, no, you'll have to put it on the beach.
So that's him. That's
Yeah,
why you
yeah.
got to do that.
And the copper even looked at him, what happens if she does do that? She's got ADHD. And she went, well, what happens if a wave or something ends up coming up because he's on the beach and you end up finding out he's dead?
It's not like it would be
It's from
Being
the
safer for him to be in the garden is why I'm asking. And she was like, I don't want him here.
just
And we so like, I'm shocked. She went,
I mean, at least she was straightforward, right?
I keep that say wifey. Copper bloke to one, I was like, I'm shocked. Yeah, I can't believe it. You went into the locally lad and you got a problem. And then I might be a problem up there, but that's holding you through the well aware of that. The copper went, he went, okay, he doesn't even need to tell us. He went, and now he's already shooting. Like, on about my mother's lad, that he's starting trouble and causing aggravations until he eventually goes.
Oh,
He
you
went, it's
just
so
fucking
blatantly
get
obvious. He went, you can tell by his attitude when he's up there, when he's screaming on, going on like he did, and he stood there just like, what the fuck?
Aye, just stood there confused, like what the fuck's going on?
And they're trying to deal with people normally. And it's blatant that the other ones want him arrested.
It's got his sound for a straight MK20 on the Civic.
Ooh.
There's been more fucking.
Can you hear that?
Music.
It doesn't sound like music from here though, does it?
Wait, stop now.
That's all I have been able to hear since 11 o'clock this morning. It's like, I normally like festivals and shit, but that actually pisses us off.
Aye, because you can't actually hear the
Can't
music.
hear
and shit.
actually any
The
music.
drums.
And then a few times you have been able to hear the music at the past 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, it's Queen and shit. Like,
What, did it go on like 2 in the morning?
mate, it has done in the past. I swear to God, I've been sat here at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning smoking joints. I'm like, it's just as well I sit up late.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? There's been times where I've went to go to bed early as well in the summer, and you can still hear them, and you're like, no, there's no way you've got your license to still be down there.
Like 9 times out of 10, it's not actually the festival itself, it's just the campers with fucking massive speakers and that.
I was tempted to go out at 1.1 night, because like I say, it was 2 o'clock in the morning, I was wanting to go to bed, I was stressing, I'd had my last joint an hour ago. Do you know what I mean? So we had, oh, like, can't even have another fucking joint to get to sleep. But you can tell it's bad, isn't it?
And you, like, what, do you not hit with a fan on or something?
Hmm?
Do you not sleep with a fan on, mate?
I had enough fun on it around here.
So that would be fucking perfect, just put the fan on and you'd be sound.
You can still hear it though, even if you go in the sitting room.
Can you?
As soon as you put your fucking, how do I put it? As soon as you put your heat to the floor, even if everything's quiet, you've got your head covered because it's
It's vibrations, isn't
coming
it?
through the floor.
Set yourself a hammock for a couple of nights.
Like the thing is, you'd have to be upstairs flat up here as much, but even that, I think every couple of years, because I've heard a few people, it's on 2 o'clock more, like, for fuck's sake.
Hey, when I'm in my garden having a tab, you can hear it from my.
Here. Quick, let's go. I'm on quick tour of some of the
Yeah.
pages of the
When
server.
I'm outside having a tab at mine, you can hear it from my who's basically crystal clear.
You wanna meet me? Or stop. Yeah, I'm talking to you. So go. You good?
Then ask what the fuck is HRS Gears?
I'm just robbing some heads real quick to see if it's giving me the items or not. That is the 5th person in a row that I mugged and got nothing.
Ah, you restarted server, didn't you?
Yeah, yes, that.
Let's see if that resource started itself.
Okay, not good. Not gonna be local for that.
It did. Yes, I was right. Right, now you should be able to full steal a player or pedestrian vehicle if you use your, what did we set it as? Tracker. Your OBD scanner. I'll try it in a minute. It's just on your list, it's coming up as OBD scanner, but that's obviously the description, etc. and so on and so forth.
So Blitz Creator works.
Not play
Roleplay
GTA.
Creator works.
Yes.
Not used to play GTA.
Not roleplay, anyways, not. Obviously, I don't know.
But
Missions Creator.
roleplay isn't roleplay in the way that people think it is. It's
Nah, it's more just story driven. Like, always like story mode. Just.
it's sort of, but it's, how would I put it?
Like a custom story mode.
So Missions Creator. What the fuck?
It's something you'll probably never seen before, I'll show you.
Is it the fuck?
I used to watch like, the videos where people would go to the roleplay servers and just like take the PR pits.
Holy marbles!
Because some of them are shit and people don't try and go for realism and other stuff. Aye.
So Missions Creator is something like that. For some reason it's not. So I'll have to look into it and see why it's not. But all the other stuff, it was actually all on the proper case command, so.
I'm getting some crazy stutter in the day and I've killed a car before I even got rid of the fucking ramp. But there's one there, so that'll do. I thought you appeared next to us. I seen something white as I ran. Damn it! At least leave us one tire. Mm-hmm. Never mind. I was gonna say it, yeah. So it says you took seatbelt there.
Yeah.
It's funny because it says that in every server, or just about every server. I don't know what it says took.
Speaking of that, I just haven't changed it yet.
It doesn't
Once I change it, I'm gonna say that
use the I. So it says I can buy a jerry can or I can use the fuel pump. Motherfucker. I know what you're trying to do.
I'll shoot your window.
I was waiting for it to be the fucking fuel pump handle. But you can fill your cars up, fuel your cars up, your cars have got fuel, etc. So you've got to refuel.
Otherwise,
What the fuck? Funny enough, he's just made it leak fuel. What the? Why is my controls went funny and I can't get in the car?
There, I'll give you something to fuck around with.
That's right, I was just trying to show him because obviously he hasn't seen RP before. I don't know how,
Just gonna see the whole GTA shit with shit blown up.
but the difference is in here, like, how do I put it? In GTA Online, people just running and killing each other. You're not allowed to do that in here because you've got to treat it as if you would in real life. You wouldn't fucking run around and start murdering people blatantly. You know what I mean? Like, fair enough, you might run up and shoot somebody in the face and you know they're shooting the scene, but you've got to have an interaction with them. Like, randomly killing people who are so they've got to have a bit of knowledge to make it fair that, yeah, you know, fucking face now. Do you know what I mean? I should have really spotty. I don't know, all I've done is managed to spin myself out by accident like a pit. Uh-oh, this bloody off-road mechanic's kicking fuck me up. It is really spotty at the moment, I need to figure out what that is. It's not me ping. Yours not like this, no. I have just reinstalled GTA and everything, and I haven't even been in any other servers and it's been like this. And I'm wondering why it is.
And I'm getting 93 FPS.
No, it's going crazy on Task Manager.
Looking back around, it's smooth as hell.
No, it is, it's really stuttery. I was saying this the other day. It never used to be like this. And that's not my graphic settings, because I've been through all this texture budget up. I've hired everything back to normal. I think change entire record. What could it fucking be?
Yeah, so you're aware.
What was that?
AI police.
No, it's not AI police. Well, it's sometimes they're in traffic, yes, but they don't do anything.
Oh, do they not? Okay, fine. To be fair with you though, that is pretty decent that you can see them, because when you know you have more people in, you're never going to know whether it's a player or just fucking some pet.
Yeah. For replacements on the default police cars to update to our police cars, so it'll even look like the custom police car.
Brilliant. Yeah, that's going to fuck up a lot of people, to be fair.
Yeah.
And I suppose that's where a lot of cities are failing as well. The fact that the withdrawals. So when PD's away up at Sandy or whatever, there's none in city. And if you've got fucking beds kicking out there, you're just never going to.
Yeah, that's the intention.
That is a good stuff.
So just kind of give you a quick.
Good save, I don't know if
rundown
it's
of the
fucking blue
servers,
cheese in the
because every
house.
server
They
has
got the
their
blue
primary
cheese.
focus.
I've had
We're trying to touch on every little type of roleplay that people like to do, but the primary focus of the server is cars.
blood cheese.
So like street racing, actual organized organized races. We have tons
Two classic
of
smells of
scripts that
cheese.
deal with customizing your cars.
One's like baby sick.
You can do
It sounds
engine
fucked up, but you know that
swaps,
classic
and
smell
you
that
change
baby
the
sick
engine,
has.
it actually
It
changes
smells
your
like that.
performance
You
and
know, it smells like
the
baby
sound
sick
of
to
your
it.
engine,
Really
all that
cheesy,
shit.
but baby sick sort of
We
smell.
have advanced
And then you've got like
vehicle
blue
scripting,
cheese like that,
which allows you to
which
put,
is where it has
more
that little
customization parts on
blue
it. So,
lineage
like,
in with the cheese.
you
The
can put
stuff
remote
I
brakes
had
on, change your suspension,
Yeah.
different transmissions,
Aye,
all that
that's-
shit.
Yeah, see, that's why
And then
you've got
we
either
have
straight
tire
cheese, which
swapping
is
as well. So
then
you
you
can
have to
swap
put
your
straight
tires from
cheese.
regular tires
So
to
the part
rim
that get
tires
straight
as
cheese
well.
now, and like a good
Yep,
example of cheese half time, it just tastes fucking cushy.
And then you have a dyno script too. If you
Ouch.
see anything specific, just let me know or let Sabotage know. Yeah.
So updates tonight. Done.
He's the one that's adding all the criminal related shit, so as things go along, you'll start to get more and more activities on it. Pretty much since I gave him access, if he's on, he's working on
I'm
the server.
going on the piss and bike.
That's what I'll be doing today. Just trying to get this to run right now.
Going on the piss and bike at the moment.
Which script are you trying to get running? The
No, me
VLC?
PC. I'm on about just trying to figure out what's making this stutter. Because like you say, he's saying he's fine, and he's fucking further away than me. Normally I'm the one that fucking hasn't got the issues, but there's something I'm missing.
Which you were asking, we are based on Ashburn,
Bit driver.
which I think is for Virginia.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's Virginia.
Because it never mattered where a server was, I never used to have any issues at all, but then I've, like say, fully reset the PC, so...
It might also be from you being on the fresh install too, so you don't necessarily have all the exact same settings that you used to.
Well, that's why I've tried changing all my graphical settings, drop them down. I'm going to try dropping it into Direct 10 instead of 11 to see if it makes a difference.
Before I forget to say something, because a lot of people get scared when they see this. We do have a season pass. But the season pass will always be 100% free. Nothing will be locked behind a paywall on the season pass. So just be aware of that. Some people get scared when they see that because they think that we're going to start putting shit behind paywalls. We're not putting the... We want it to where everything that you can pay for with real money, you can also earn without spending money. So... As we understand, not everybody can afford to just dump money into a server. And then we do have daily rewards. Your escape button will show you the custom pause screen. And then we've also been trying our best to keep the servers optimized as possible. You good? I don't want to just drive around this oval track here. Haven't done that in a minute.
I'm gonna have to restart as well just to be safe to fucking rule someone else out. It's only an hour footage lost. No crazy. I'll restart. I'll be 1 minute and I'll install ICU and see if that sorts me RAM out. Cause my RAM isn't going crazy high or anything. It's pissing me off because my game's normally always perfectly smooth. And when he said he's not getting the issue, we didn't know if it was just because it was a local or etc. But it's probably a me thing.